Alright, so this is just going to be a quick showcase of what is, hands down, Fiora's strongest build in Xenoblade 1. There should be a unique one here. I literally just speedran the entire fucking game just to get back to his point. Mine is in the Game Plus save file, so luckily I have kind of all the stuff I need, not quite. Oh god, what time was it that he spawned in? Spawned in at a very specific time. Okay, well, whatever. I can fight these ads. I have to do this on the original version, by the way, not the... Can't do this on the Fender edition because I need to use the gamepad steering to record because I don't have a proper screen recorder, so... I have to set myself at a very specific angle, which is extremely uncomfortable. So, with that being said... Normally you have more, haste on, which is... Yeah, oh, this is pretty slow, surprisingly. At least compared to what I'm used to, because... Yeah, normally you can get this to fill up, like, almost instantly. If you have the right amount of haste and double attack, but... this account, I've thrown away a lot of old stuff. And that includes a lot of my old optimization. Yeah, you can see there, the main point of this build is basically to show the talent boost, raise it up a lot. Now, normally I would be using a talent boost fully maxed out as well, the haste fully maxed out, and a capped out double attack as well. But as you can see here, I have 30% double attack, 11 talent boost, and 45% haste. None of these are capped out. The only one that's really close to capped out is haste. But you're still getting like almost instant talent art like every couple seconds. The reason why is because of how talent boost works, and a lot of people think that like, oh yeah, talent boost is a terrible gem and all that because of the half auto attack stat. That does not actually have your auto attack stat. I don't even think it says that. I'm gonna check right now. Yeah, auto attack damage halved, but fills talent gauge by 11. It doesn't even. Yeah, it doesn't even say that it has your auto attack stat. It has your auto attack damage, which is a different thing. Your auto attack damage is the damage you deal based upon only your auto attack stat with your auto attacks themselves. Your auto attack stat is the actual stat, which is also in part used to calculate other things. So it's calculating something completely different in the equation compared to what most people think it is. So people think it has your attack damage or reduces your attack damage output by like 25%. First off, this thing has like one of the lowest inputs onto your. Oh, actually no, it doesn't. Because your auto attack is pretty powerful. Never mind. But your auto attack stat isn't. Your auto attack stat isn't being halved. It's only your auto attack damage is being halved. So the actual demerit is pretty low. And with Fiora, it's even lower because of the nature of how her auto attacks work, where they're technically they're inherently lower by default, and the reason why is because she's going to be doing double attacks every time she hits, so she's hitting twice, so it's technically twice as powerful, but it's actually, than what it's listed to be as, so it's like around like 2k. This is basically 1.6k, but that's because actually Shulk is pretty low. Alright, I'll wonder about that later. Point is, why does he have Days Plus? I usually play on Definitive Edition, sorry. I'm confused as to my equipment setup right now. Usually, with a better build, this is highly unoptimized, by the way. You can usually get a lot more going off here with your talent arts, because that talent plus 12, which is the maximum you can get for the, or talent boost 12, will bring it up to 12 per auto attack plus her base 4, which makes it 16. And she's dealing about 2 hits at like an interval of like every 2 to 3 seconds, which roughly means that if she's getting the double attack procs, plus she has that much haste, every time she does a single auto attack, if she gets a double attack, she generates about half her entire talent art gauge instantly. That's what a fully optimized version of this will do. Actually, she'll generate more than half her entire talent art gauge, because I've only calculated this using 12 as a multiplier instead of 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So she's generating 64% talent art gauge every single second, basically. Which is basically an instant talent gauge, which is a huge difference from what we're currently generating, which is around like 30%, because her double attack is nowhere near maxed out. So yeah, maxing out double attack, haste, and talent boost is definitely Fiora's best build. Then give her a lot of strength. She'll basically just be spamming Sword Drone's X over and over again. So for any of you who want your spam builds, this is the best spam build you could ask for, because talent boost does not work the way people think it does. It literally doesn't even say that it works the way people think it does. It says it halves your auto attack damage, not your anything else. And Fiora's auto attack damage is already notoriously low, so there's no point worrying about that. That was literally why I just speedran this entire game in about 2 days. Not quite an actual speedrun, because some stuff came up in my personal life, and so I only spent like 3 hours total working on it. But yeah, I just spent like 3 hours of my life getting up to this point so I could record this entire video just to tell you. Talent Boost 7 is fucking busted. Actually, to make a comparison, let's remove Talent Boost 7, just so you can see. Same build overall, but there's no Talent Boost 7, and we'll see. This is her Talent Boost. Yep, that was her Talent Gauge fill rate. There's basically no difference after all those auto attacks. Let's see it again. We might have max here. Yeah, we have max. Okay, never mind, that test failed. But yeah, you can see there's a huge difference in talent gauge gain for Fiora. To the point where she can spam her talent art, and you may be wondering, why does this matter? Well, let's take a look at her passive skills here, because this is really important here. Her talent art, every time she uses it, well, first off, every time she hits, she has a 2% chance to just max out the talent gauge anyways, which is extremely funny. It's shit to watch. But every time Explosion of Energy procs here, her final skill on Rashness, boom, instant level of the talent gauge. Or instant tension level, which is obviously really busted. So, point is, use talent plus 6 on Fiora, okay? For those of you who don't, or on 7, if you don't know, just do it.